Well, space travel took a big leap forward in 2021. Private companies began sending tourists to the edge of the Earth's atmosphere and beyond over the past year. And these firms, which are backed by the world's richest people, want to make these trips routine in the coming years to meet demand from wealthy customers. Donald Cameron has more.
Yusaku Maezawa was out of town for 12 days, and throughout had trouble sleeping and dealing with motion sickness. But that's because what sounds like a holiday from hell was a journey into the heavens. He took a Russian rocket to the International Space Station. And despite the discomfort, the Japanese billionaire is hankering for more.
My next dream is flying to the moon.
He's among a growing group of people who went into space in the past 12 months. Space tourism took off in 2021, fueled by private sector investments and growing demand from the rich. Richard Branson broke through first in July, on board a jet built by his company Virgin Galactic. His flight was just minutes long, but it offered passengers the chance to experience zero gravity and, of course, breathtaking views.
I was once a child with a dream, looking up to the stars. Now I'm an adult in a spaceship with lots of other wonderful adults looking down to our beautiful, beautiful Earth.
Days later, it was Amazon founder Jeff Bezos looking down on the rest of the world. He went up on a rocket developed by his firm, Blue Origin. After touching down, Bezos said trips like his were just the start of what will be a multi-billion-dollar industry.
We're going to build a road to space so that our kids and their kids can build the future. And we need to do that. We need to do that to solve the problems here on Earth.
One billionaire who's kept his feet on the ground was Tesla boss Elon Musk. His other company, SpaceX, has already sent NASA astronauts to the International Space Station. It was also a SpaceX craft that brought an all-civilian crew into orbit, including billionaire Jared Isaacman.
We're seeing the world every 90 minutes. That's how fast we're traveling around it. It's pretty incredible.
Similar SpaceX journeys are available for $55 million. On a Blue Origin rocket, it'll cost $28 million. Virgin Galactic tickets are priced lower at $450,000, but that's because its flights don't go up as high. Companies say the cost will get cheaper as the technology improves and the market grows. But for now, these trips will be out of reach, except for the very rich. Donald Cameron, TRT World.
Well, billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos have taken criticism from activists and politicians who say expensive ventures into space should take a back seat to more pressing problems on the ground, particularly the climate crisis. Per Wimmer is a future astronaut who signed up 16 years ago for one of Virgin Galactic's upcoming flights to the edge of space. He says critics should look at the bigger picture to see the many benefits the industry can produce.
Well, first and foremost, there's not a zero-sum game in that regard. And I think with any kind of human activity, you've got to weigh up the positives and the negatives. Obviously, CO2 is released when you do a rocket launch. There's no two ways about it. But you got to look, is it worth it? Does the benefit weigh up the cost of it? And you could argue on space travel and private space travel, there are quite a few technology benefit that comes out of it in terms of new inventions that are being created that can be used on planet Earth. We saw that during the Apollo missions, where that effectively created Silicon Valley. I mean, all the clever things the NASA and the Apollo guys had to come up with in terms of getting into space ended up creating a whole industry in its own right as a side effect to it. And similar things are happening here. You would also get much cheaper telecommunication access via satellite. You would get internet access in places around the world that currently don't have it. What's the benefit of that? What's the price tag on that? Difficult to assess, but I'm just highlighting there certainly are a number of great benefits that people perhaps not aware of. And I think also we as human beings, we have always pushed forward. I mean, it's kind of in our DNA. The reason why we are such an advanced species is because we have always had the quest to learn, the quest to do things differently, more efficiently, etc. It is so much part of our DNA, and space exploration is just one sort of component of that or expression of that.